Did you recently go for your visa interview and the visa officer told you, congratulations, I'm approving your visa, so take this white sheet and it will give you details on where to pick up your passport from? Have you already had your visa approved and you're in a state of dilemma wondering what you need to do next after your visa has been approved? If you happen to be in this category, draw close and let's have a conversation. So, the first thing you need to do is go home. Take a very cold or warm bath, okay? Get your favorite food, sit down and eat your food. Enjoy your food to the very last bit. And don't forget, get a chilled bottle of water and your favorite drink and make sure you finish that one too, because guess what? The major hurdle has been crossed and it happened because you made it so. So I feel like you deserve a little treat, and that's one of the best treats that you can give yourself. So don't forget to do that. So the first thing you need to do is to send an email to your graduate chair and your designated school official, also known as DSO, telling them that your visa has been approved, so you will be coming to school in the incoming school year. You're doing this so that the designated school official can update their database and know who is coming and who is not. And then also your graduate chair as well as the designated school official can give you information on the things you need to do before you arrive in the US, and also the immediate things that need to be done the moment you arrive in the US. So this is very, very important. So make sure you don't miss this step. Now, the next step is to also find out if your school has an international student social media page. Most schools tend to have Facebook pages. Now, over there, you can connect with fellow international students and even people from your home country and get to know how life has been for them ever since they moved into the country, specifically the school and the state in which you're going into. Also, over there, you'll be able to find out information about housing opportunities and accommodation, how much you need to budget for accommodation. You can also find a roommate or somebody who is willing to sublease their apartments for you to live in, or even host you when you arrive. And even sometimes you might find people who'll be willing to pick you up from the airport when you arrive in the US. So look for your tickets, which I think should have been the first thing before look for your tickets. Do not say, oh, I went for my visa interview in January, so I have more time, I'm going to wait when it's almost July, that's when I'll start looking for my tickets. Well, the prices are not waiting for you. So the moment you leave the embassy and the visa officer tells you that I'm approving your visa, knowing very well that you are going to begin your study abroad journey, when you go home, start looking for your tickets so that you can at least have an overview of how much to budget to purchase a ticket for you to come to the US. That is very important, so don't forget that. Moving on from the tickets, the next thing I want to talk about is a checklist, which I think the checklist should be the main thing, but maybe towards the end we'll be able to put everything together. But let me talk about this particular checklist I'm talking about. Why a checklist? And what does this checklist entail? Now, the checklist basically gives you an overview of what you are bringing and what you wouldn't bring when you're coming to the US. Let me use myself as an example. When I was coming, I didn't see the need in doing a checklist. I felt like, oh, when it's time, I'll be able to pack all the necessary things that I need. Well, when it was time, I remember very well, I'll take this and then I'll do it and I'll say, is this needed? Is this needed? Is this needed? Like, I was so confused. So at the end of the day, I didn't even bring clothes, and most of the things that I brought was food, because that's the most important thing for every international student when you come at the beginning. But I came and I realized I had to buy clothes. Okay, so if you have a checklist of what you need to bring, you realize like, oh, you're making a checklist, I want to bring these African prints clothes, so then you can order them or you can pack them prior to. If you also want to get these pair of jeans and stuff like that, you can go ahead and purchase all of those things. So if you're in a place like Accra, okay, and I'm talking about Accra, Ghana, because that is my personal experience, you can go to Kantamanto. And for those who don't know, Kantamanto is a very big space where they sell, it's like a market, where they sell all kinds of things, food, clothes and stuff like that. You go there and then find these like jeans and stuff that would help you at the beginning of your international student life. Every international student has done that, I bet you not, but some people beg to differ. But if you know that at the beginning of your journey as an international student, you didn't want to be spending more on clothes and all of these things, this is one thing that you can do. Make sure you purchase all of these things before you come. And the checklist is important because at the end of the day, when you come in, you now begin to think like, oh, I should have brought this, I should have left this, I really don't need this. This was me. I bought some things that I didn't need, and then now I'm like, what do I do? Because there's nobody here that I know that I'm going to give it to. So it's either I go donate it at Goodwill or I just trash it out, which at the end of the day, I already have done that if I was back in my home country. So make that checklist so that it will give you an overview of your items that you are bringing. So that's the kind of checklist I'm talking about on what to bring, especially the food. Now let me talk about the food, or even before I get into the food, let me move away from seriousness and let's get into vibes. Another checklist you need to do is a checklist of all the food you want to eat before you come. Make that checklist and eat those meals, because once you arrive, you will find some of the food. You will find fufu, you find banku, wache, like all these local dishes, but it doesn't taste the same. Let nobody lie to you. They can do something, or you yourself, you can prepare something that is close to home, but it can never be compared to what you eat. Aish. Take this advice from me like a big sister. Eat all the food you can eat, but obviously take your time. You don't want to go and fall sick. Okay. Eat all you can, because when you come at the beginning, you'll be doing, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, all these American foods and stuff like that. And because of your busy schedule, you wouldn't even have time to be cooking. But I beg to differ. Some people do have time, but at the beginning, this is how the life is going to be. And also, like, this is very important to the whole checklist aspect. So when you bring these kind of pre-packaged meals from your home country, sometimes it makes it easy for you to quickly make something and then you're good to go for the rest of your day. Okay, moving away from food, go to all the places you want to go. Enjoy all the vibes and the good moments, because had I known, I would have been to all the places I wanted to go to. Honeysuckle, oh my god, they had this fried yam and chicken wings. Hey, I will never forget. Like Labadi Beach, I will go to the beach often just because of that yam, and they were selling this nice food at Labadi Beach. When I came, I said, why didn't I go to the beach? Don't be like me, that I was so overly excited that I was coming to the US, so I wasn't thinking about these kind of things. I was just thinking about how is it going to be? I'm going to see all these skyscraper buildings that I've been seeing in movies. So I was more excited about coming and forgetting to enjoy the moment and make the best out of my last few days in my home country. I think the last thing I want to talk about is live in the moment. Spend quality time with all your loved ones, your friends and family before you travel, because trust you me, when you come here without having any support, like in terms of family or friends, and you move here all by yourself, not knowing anybody or anyone, at the beginning it gets hard, but once you settle in, you're good to go. So spend all those good moments, build all those great vibes, take all those pictures, because you someday look at them and those memories will keep you going. Okay, so just to go over everything again, the very most important thing you need to do is reach out to your designated school official and your graduate chair, informing them about your visa approval. The next thing you need to do is to find your international office social media page and join the groups and engage with the pages and also connect with other people. And after that, what you need to do is to find a ticket, which could have probably been the first thing after you leave the embassy, is to find a ticket so that you know the estimated amount that a ticket is going to cost you. Or you can as well purchase a ticket if you can afford it in that moment, so then it is cheaper for you rather than waiting until last minute to do so. And the last thing, which is vibes, is make a checklist of all the things you want to bring with you. Enjoy the food, go to all your favorite spots, and most importantly, make memories and spend quality time with your families, friends, and loved ones. Let me know in the comment section, what is that one thing that you wish you did right after your visa has been approved.
But I'll be on it always, always.